on the beat, on the beat, beat, on the beat, and confident hop on the beat.
Mute. Hello and welcome to another episode of Office Hours with Sticks Intern. I'm your host, Sticks Intern, and this is my office. And that is why we are here for Office Hours today. Welcome, everyone. It is good to have the people in the chat. I see many familiar faces here hanging out with me as we round out the year. We got Skiller at the top, Christian Peter. We got Fisto, my guy. We got Jeremy. We got Mellow Green Giant dropping his giant purple eggplant. And we got the mythic squad account in the chat. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you all for coming and spending your Wednesday night with me. I am very happy to have you here. And you know what? Tonight's going to be a special episode because tonight I'm going to do a year in review of 2023, which has been just a standout year all around on the Sticks Intern side. Honestly, it's been a good year for the bloater. Bloater's feeling good going into 2024. And I do have a few boar hunts lined up. I got 3 of them. I have to get those links from my phone to the computer at some point. But I also have some clips that we're going to be showing along the way. So don't you worry, because I got this new toy for Christmas from my wife. And I've got a very rudimentary setup on it. But like, I can do fun things like this. Like, I think music's playing. 90% confident. And just turn it off. I hope you heard the music. Please tell me if you didn't actually, because quality feedback for me. Yeah. And then, aside from that, I'm also going to do a preview of 2024 and just say what's next for Sticks Intern, DFK, and, life in general. It's going to be just like prediction hour. I'm going to be saying lots of silly things in that regard. So yeah, there is that. I did have a video that I wanted to show you on Twitter, but I can't find the tweet right now on the computer because its search on profile page is like way less good than the mobile for some reason. So I'm going to try to find it really quick because I think it's going to really set the tone for the year in review section. And boom, I did find it really quick using that search. So Discord that to myself. And we're going to watch a quick Twitter video here once I get it loaded up. Let me get my screen sharing. Let's get that open. Oh, I didn't want you maximized like that. No. Okay. We're going through some growing pains here. Let's, All right, chat, I need your help again. So I have no idea, actually, if when I press full screen, it goes full screen for you. Please tell me if it does, because I just can't see anything. But if it does go full screen, I'll just let the whole thing play. You know what I'm saying? But basically, while I wait for a response, I'm going to just preview this video. So what it is a kind of joking year in review that is done by this account at Intern. No relation. And I actually have no idea who it is. I just know that I've enjoyed this account when I was on my former Twitter as Luke Ethwalker. And this year in review is probably just the best one I've seen. So I really want to make it big for y'all. I can just use the zoom feature. That'll do the trick. Cool. That'll do the trick. Now it's half off screen. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm glad I didn't do that. Thank you for the feedback. Let's do this.
Shame.
So we got SBF, right? February. Oh man, everything's going wrong. Everyone's panic selling. I got IBS from the price.
Bitcoin is going to $1 million in 90 days. I have put up the bit signal. Bitcoin, $1 million in the next 90 days.
You can't defeat me.
You got it.
Who's in your truck, sir? Cassie is in my car. Cassie's in my truck. Cassie's the girl I had an affair with. She's involved in the situation on the other side. My wife knows.
Og and his family.
Welcome to our home.
Yeah, baby. So I like that video because it covers just the year really well. You know, I had honestly forgotten about the ridiculous Bitcoin to $1 million bit signal part of the year. That was so ridiculous. I had repressed that memory. And it was funny remembering it. And then all the Elizabeth Warren caused bank runs. And everything's happening pretty quick in that video. If you actually couldn't read it, I highly recommend going back at some point in the future and watching it several times, because I watched it a bunch of times in a row, and every time there was another joke that I thought was funny that I hadn't noticed before. So there's just a lot of stuff. Sizable enforcement challenges for the SEC. That was such a good meme when that one came out, because they were just getting beat up in courts. And that was another highlight of the year. The SEC took, you know, predicted maybe by some, hoped for maybe by others, unsure whether they would happen by many more, took some losses in courts. Those were amazing. I love to see it. I love to, you know, see that the regulator was put in its place repeatedly. And if you read some of those opinions, it's fun. It's honestly fun as a crypto enthusiastic person is what I was going to say. Very redundant. Like seeing the courts just give the SEC the same kind of feedback that they're getting from the crypto community of just like, you are being wholly irrational and arbitrary, is so beautiful. So just, And so, yeah, I really liked all of it. Highly recommend the intern video. Now, let's shift gears here. Now, let's do a little Sticks Intern year in review, right? So, I actually launched the Sticks Intern meme page in January. And it was pretty funny. Like, I didn't expect it to work. I was just kind of made the meme page to make fun of my friend Sticks. And he's like at StickEth to the man on X, and he's my IRL buddy. And we have group chats that we're in, and I like explain a bunch of crypto stuff to him. So the joke when I was making this meme account for a bloater, because that was the idea, meme account for a bloater. What should I name it? I don't want to name it something that's like super obviously like DFK, like at DFK bloater mania orgy, right? I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have it be something where like it wouldn't be DFK appearing immediately to a random stranger on the internet, but it would be to anyone who was in the community. And so that's why I got the plushie PFP as the kind of icon for the account. And then the name is just, you know, that's totally random. And it's worked out pretty well. I think that strategy went pretty freaking well for me, because when everyone was hating on DFK, it was I was able to like get likes on my memes and grow the account just by kind of posting inside jokes. And thank you all for that. All of you are responsible for that. So thank you. Viewers watching now, people coming in later. Love you all. It's worked. It's worked. So the account has grown from 0 in January to in December it hit over 1,000 followers. So that's pretty good. It's better than any other Twitter account I've ever made for making memes. And the big highlights are that in April, I started up this stream, right? This office hours stream. And I think it's pretty fun. I like hanging out with you every week. Everyone who comes and hangs out in the chat, you all make it worth it. And my wife has even commented lately that like the chat for this stream is pretty funny. She said literally, I think her exact words were, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I don't have a clue what anyone else in the chat is talking about, but everyone's having a really good time. And so it's fun. And so once again, shout out to all of you. Thanks again. Because that is probably the best thing I could ever hope for my wife to say about the content, because if she enjoys watching it, I'm not going to get, I'm more resistant to regulator crackdown, if you will. It's kind of a good parallel there. But this is the household regulatory body, the HRB, also known as my guinea pig wife. Yeah, time flies indeed. I feel that, my man. It's kind of crazy. I've only missed a few Wednesdays, and most of all of those have been work related reasons. Like I had to do work. So pretty cool. I felt proud of the consistency I've put into this channel, and I'm really happy with the content I've made recently, both on my own and in partnership with Starbucks. So some of this is not yet released. But the first thing is those videos, the strategy videos on X. Those are really doing well. I do have to end up posting them on YouTube at some point, because I'm just leaving, I'm leaving engagement on the table at that point by not posting them on YouTube. But Starbuck and I are also working up a kind of fun lore-based kind of GCU animated series, partially real action, where we're meeting up IRL and kind of recording stuff, and it's in the works, but real progress has been made. I don't know if anything's coming out soon. I may have revealed too much alpha already, so I don't want to say too much more on that, but it'll be at least funny in how absurd it is, if not actually funny content. So that's what we're going for. Like, actually funny content is what we're going for, but with a fallback on absurdity, because that's just what I got. And thank you, Sarge, for the reminder. My ADD was kicking in hard there. I did mean to say this at the very beginning. I do have my link set up through Two Noobs, new tool at Donate Live, but with a 3 instead of an E, donate.live. And Sergeant there was the first one to engage the widget. I don't know, Sarge, using Streamlabs, how to pin that message. So it's in the comments or the description, the YouTube video description, and it's also right there. And yeah, show me some skin, says Sarge. You're seeing a lot. You got most of my face. My arms are bare today. That's not always a guarantee. I wear sweatshirts sometimes. Shout out Mythic Squad. I actually have the sweatshirt here. I was just wearing it. I took it off to put on my Mythic Vibes shirt. So yeah. That's been another highlight of the year, though. So speaking of this content Starbuck and I are making, just the development of Mythic Squad, and shout out to everyone. There's been a lot of people who've really put a lot of effort into that, and some of it's sporadic and some of it's really concentrated, and that's cool. I like all of it is appreciated. So shout out to everyone, and for those of you watching who are in Mythic Squad, there is a town hall tomorrow. The December town hall is going to be tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. So no need to attend. With this new streaming setup, I think I'll be able to just record it on this tool, and it won't have the problems I had recording the last one. But yeah, quick little shill there for the squad. Going back now, pin using YouTube, like okay. I never have used YouTube while in stream mode. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I'll get that set up for next time. Or I could figure it out now, but that's time. Well, so yeah, where was I? Evolution of content. Got the good stuff going on with Starbuck. Really like the strategy videos. Thank you all for the feedback. I do think some of the strategies I do are silly and not optimized, but it's just trying to get people thinking about gameplay and how different mechanics can work together so that they can have their own aha moments, And hey, ADFK, funny that you just arrived. That is so unfortunate. Oh, chat. So ADFK, this is really the only thing that you missed is this video. Dare I do it to you again, chat? Dare I? I don't see anyone complaining. Scroll left.
Bitcoin is going to $1 million in 90 days. I have put up the bit signal. Bitcoin, $1 million.
My favorite part of this video is the inception part. I also really like this 4 meme part because CZ was like 4 in all year. And some of the FUD turned out to be true. Oh, I was blocking some of it. Shit.
You can't defeat me.
Alright, so that's what you missed, ADFK. I'm not going to force chat to watch the whole video. But I do recommend chat watch the whole video multiple times because it's great. And all the good parts are at the end, ADFK, just mentioning for you specifically to know. All the good parts are at the end. So yeah, new content coming up. Good content getting made better thanks to your feedback and everyone taking the time to watch it. Really appreciate all of you on that. And I think there's been some really key capstone moments here at the end of the year with the Vizzies, right? I'm very proud of the Vizzies. And I'm very proud of the team, mostly because of their response and their willingness to listen. And that was just a really high moment of the year. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it at all. And so in honor of that, I actually had made this little Vizzies ad. Hello, and welcome to Sticks Intern. Wrong one. Okay, today's episode is not a tutorial video. Today we're answering the question, what are Vizzies? As you can see, my 3 heroes are dressed up in fine bloater suits, and they all have a bloater head reminiscent of Sticks Intern's own style. And so those are Vizzies, available in the Visage shop. They can be gifted or traded soon. And there are several types of Vizzies. There are partner Vizzies, like this Karate Gi here from Karate Combat. There are premium Vizzies, like the bloater mask and bloater suit, which are sold together in a bundle or separately at your pleasure. And in the future, there are going to be creator Vizzies, which are done in partnership with content creators of various kinds, bringing their IP into the game itself. Now, take note, Vizzies are available only for a limited time, and team doesn't intend to bring them back for resale at any point in the future, so really interesting little mechanic item here, a cosmetic item I should say, and really looking forward to using it. I know I have many of the bloater heads, and I'll let you all know here a little bit of alpha. I'm going to be giving away 1 bloater suit per month, every month during my last stream of the month for the next 2 years. So starting January 2024 and ending December 2025. And look at that. They even look good when you kill them. Little sushi and sashimi right there on the floor. That's what our bloater has become. My goodness. My goodness. So yeah, those are Vizzies. And maybe one day you'll see a Sticks Intern Vizzy hit the Visage shop. Chat, that is the Vizzies ad that I made and put onto X recently. I think it's pretty good. I think it hits all the high notes. I flashed into people's faces that they are tradable soon. And I close it out with a teaser of, the Sticks Intern Vizzy. And so that is another thing I'm working on for this next year. First off, there was so now we're moving into the 2024 year in preview part of the show. And what I'm thinking here is, you all just heard me say it on that video, and I'm going to repeat it now. During my last stream of the month, starting next month, January 2024, and going through December 2025, I am going to give away on stream one full bloater suit complete with the mask. And I haven't ironed out the details of how I'm going to do each of the giveaways, like mechanically. I think I might switch it up to make it fun over time. And like that just seems rational. I'm going to be doing it for a long time. I'll probably want to make changes. But that being said, I do, that's my encouragement for some people to keep watching. And also it's going to be my encouragement for new people to come watch and get into the game. Hopefully get something that, it's something they couldn't get any other way in the game, right? So I'm just trying to build fun in the community that way. And that's why I've got so many of them. I got enough to do this giveaway and keep some for myself. Of course. I ain't no fool. Okay. But yeah. Looking forward to that really, really a lot. And then another aspect of it was that teaser at the end, which is the Styx intern in the suit, right? And this is actually kind of an idea that spawned with Raph from ADFK talking to me about their game. He had the picture of the Styx intern character, a bloater in a suit. And I haven't yet released the story that I was kind of talking to him about, but I have thought a lot about it and ironed out creatively what I'm going to do to hook my character's arrival into the realms of DFK with that weird outfit and such foreign, strange attire, sir. Right? That suit would look foreign and strange to someone from the DFK realms, right? So I've got an idea to work that in, and I will be releasing a short story in January. Maybe a short story is a bit too long. Just a very, very brief story, Don't expect something as long as the Velt, and that's a really short story. But covering just, how Styx Intern is brought into the world of DeFi Kingdoms, and there will be a connection to Saphronox, Iray's world breaker, who is the one corrupting the Void Shards and the Boars, and releasing the Void Shards. They are mysterious fragments, rumored to be corrupted shards of Saphronox, right? So yeah, Saphronox kind of plays a part in bringing Styx Intern into the world. And that's one thing you can look forward to in 2024. I'm going to develop out that content in addition to new comic book content inspired by DFK Tales, which is great. I've made the switch to DALL-E because Midjourney gives you, backing up here. In 2023, I really got into AI art, and that was another kind of high point in my content production that a lot of people enjoyed. And so I've kind of pushed through and learned a lot about it. And I will say that Midjourney is very powerful, and the commands and control that you have over editing the portions of your image and remodeling the prompt and kind of setting the parameters are very intense, and I like them a lot. I have not yet learned whether I can do similar kind of parameter setting with DALL-E. I believe I can. I just need to figure out the commands. And once I do, I'm going to be lethal because I like DALL-E's art and responsiveness to producing text so much more than Midjourney's. And that's not a beef on Midjourney. It's just that one aspect that really is driving the change. And just to kind of show some examples here, I will bring you into my channel on the Mythic Squad Discord where, look at this guy, right? The walking bloater. And the only problem is it's got this funny little J in there, but it's spelled Styx Intern right. Midjourney would never even get close at all when I tried. And the fact that it really produced this gavel-like two-handed hammer, it's a little smaller than I'd like on this figurine, but on other ones it looks really good. The fact that it produced it with relatively light prompting on my end, lazy prompting, I would say even, was very impressive to me. And then I was able to get intern such a JJ. I was really trying to get it to give me such a JJ. I wish this art could have been a little better, but I like how it's got it coming out of his mouth. So yeah, really looking forward to it. And I'm going to be producing comics. So you can see here, we got intern in an alleyway against some thugs. And where I'm going to go with it is he's taking down the thugs. This one's hyper aggressive. He's got a knife with the hammer in one hand, but it's one of the biggest versions of the hammer too. So he just looks crazy. So this is like another thing I'm going to be doing. So keep an eye out for that in 2024. Chatterino. And then, other than that, good stuff from DFK. We know a bunch of good stuff is on the horizon. KP could tell us so much more than he does, but I don't blame him for not doing it. But that said, like I'm super excited for what the future holds with DFK. I think the team has done a really good job of actually delivering on some of the game aspects this year in a really big way. And yeah, it took some longer than they even expected, and there were some road bumps along the way. But I like last night on Bogside, I heard Franz say that he's a duels maxi now, or not duels maxi, but like he's playing a lot of duels, right? And he talking about how he was optimizing everything. And at the beginning of the year, they were the anti-duels podcast, right? It's just cool that even something that at the beginning of the year was quite basic and non-functional as duels, like not non-functional, I shouldn't say, that's a bad choice of words, but like basic and not interactive as duels, has evolved into something that is really getting some of our longtime players thinking hard about their heroes and their equipment setup. And the fact that we even have equipment to set up now was a huge lift and deployment. And I'm really just looking forward to some of what the next year holds in terms of making progress on what the team recently has described as some of the bigger lifts, right? After they get expeditions out, like the next things are difficult, or not difficult, but big. They take time. And I'm excited just to see the progress that gets made on those next year, especially now that there seems to be a good working flow, at least internally. And with the launch of Vizzies, right, I think that has been a great move by the team to drive a revenue stream, right? Because that's what it is. It's a revenue stream to the team. They're selling us a good that we can use in the game. And I love it. This is what I want Web3 to be. Some people may have some very strange decentralization opinions about it, but I don't get where that's coming from. Like, if anything, I just think that means we should allow, eventually, not immediately, other people to hook in and sell their own skins that they design. But that's like so far down the line. Like, this is still the step in that direction that is necessary to see that vision come true. And it's done in a way that lets their art department be, and by that I mean Second Best Dad, the most based artist out there, be continually just producing and doing something. It takes an inefficiency in the process that existed before, where art would get held up by other technical things, and allows that time to be used in a revenue generating way, which is just such an amazing 2-point turnaround kind of situation that I love to see it happening. And I'm excited to see what happens. I'm really hoping that revenue stream works well, me personally. I do intend to contribute my fair share to it, but I don't have enough money to give the team the total funding that they need just by my Vizzy sales. Sorry, guys. I wish I did, but I don't. But that aside, all that, really happy to just see intangible, unforeseeable benefits resulting from that. Maybe a new hire, maybe someone to help Beetle Dude's list, right? Because some of the stuff on there is not like big stuff. Like, hey, Beetle Dude, could we get the bazaar, when you load up into it, to have the sell display at the ask price instead of the highest price, because you have to scroll at the top down the sell side to get to actually see the ask price, which is a bit different from what you would expect on a TradFi trading rails. Shout out to the Mythic Swap guys. Also looking forward to that next year. But it's little things like, there's some little things like that aren't even like creative direction stuff, that like if they could have someone come in and do stuff like that. I'm not even saying that they need to, but even if that's all it was, I would be pretty stoked, because I think it would add a lot on just like quality of life, having someone doing those things, and then also back up for the big lifts and all that. Also, I don't know anything about, actual project management, so what I'm saying could be pretty dumb. Caveat that I don't know project management. That's not a skill I've learned, and it is a unique skill. So yeah, that's what's looking ahead for DFK. I mean, I'm excited to see more classes release, more basics, so that we can get to that first rudimentary version of player versus player combat in the RPG esque turn based game itself. I think we're gonna see a big UI lift with Hunts V2, as some have called it, and maybe that in a way will be kind of laying the groundwork for what's to come in any eventual player versus player UI, right? So more development on that front. Excited to see it happen. And the other thing I've noticed is that every time, well, sorry about that. Whoa. Ah. I just know that when KP became part of the team, he started saying stuff like the full vision and like with this look in his eyes, like he had seen past the gates of heaven and learned that it was real, right? Thank you. Shout out, Sir Worm. No message. I got you, fam. But it's like he had looked through the gates of heaven and seen that it was real, so I'm excited to finally get a peek through there at some point from the player side, externally. Not like I'm gonna get a peek before you guys. I'm excited for us to get a peek. That's what I'm excited for, because it seems like, I don't know, it seems compelling is what I would say. Compelling. And then looking forward to crypto, there's a bunch of good tailwinds on the horizon. There were the SEC defeats that I mentioned earlier. Courts backing up arguments crypto lawyers have been making for years, on paper and on X in public. And it's also, there's the likely approval of a BTC spot ETF. And that's one of those things, man. It's like, if any of you are familiar with the brilliant and wise tale known as "If You Give a Mouse a Cookie," if you're familiar with that story and you've internalized its message, you can understand potentially what's happening here with this Bitcoin ETF. No, I'm not saying that a month later there's going to be an Ethereum, Solana, AVAX, Polygon ETF. No, that is not what I'm saying. I do think maybe a year later, though, right? So it's things like that. Like, it may mark the top when all of them get, like, all of those kind of alt L1s get approved ETFs. That, right? Like, I could see that happening to a year and a half from now. It'd be just because of this, we got the foot in the door, and where it becomes harder to disapprove of other things, and also keep this one approved, which is what we've already seen from the futures ETF. We have already seen that exact thing play out, where that reasoning was what carried the day in court. Like, it makes no sense for you to approve this futures ETF, which is riskier and more prone to manipulation, but withhold this spot ETF. SEC, you're messing up. Fix it, said the court, right? So that you can already see that effect beginning to play out, and it's going to accelerate, but not necessarily like parabolic acceleration, just acceleration, And also, once again, yes, shout out to Noobs for the win. This is fun. It dings my ears, and I love it. I'm like, yeah, give me that sweet, sweet donations, preferably bloaters, because I've been convinced on their meme coin value. I used to joke about it in private chats, like, oh, what if bloater became like a coin that people traded as a meme and it just had a huge market cap? And I'm like, there's no way it's ever going to happen. It's infinitely mintable. You could just go fishing for it. Why would someone do that? But sure enough, like, I can see the seeds of it planted now, and it's just like, oh man, like what Trade Room said on a stream a few weeks ago now is that, like, in bull markets, when the price is going up, and people are enthusiastic, there's this psychological effect that, like, absurd behavior is on the table. Or I don't remember his exact phrasing. It was way better than mine, but I liked it, and I agree with that message wholly. And if you want good technical analysis in the DeFi Kingdoms community, I highly recommend the Trade Room. But because he says good, insightful, funny jokes like that too, which, that's my favorite. Insightful, funny jokes. Jokes that make you think a little. So yeah, crypto headwinds. I foresee all L1s doing well. Like people are fighting about, oh, this one's gonna do this, or Solana is like showing that it's way better than Ethereum. And it's like, yeah, well, Ethereum's been a laggard for sure right now, but at the same time, Solana was a fraction of Ethereum's market cap, so it was a good play to go there and get in on it because, look, at this point, I think it's easier to identify the projects that will survive the bear market, right? Because remember, like a year and a half ago, that was the whole idea. You got to find projects that are going to survive the bear market so that, you know where people are going to land on something that's well developed when they come in on narratives whenever the price starts going up again because of insert whatever reason that person believes causes the 4-year cycle. And I think now at this point in time, it's way easier to identify the projects that are going to survive the bear. And if they've got a low market cap, I mean, like, shit, man, I'm not giving you financial advice, but that's what I'm thinking about at this point internally. Like, no specific coins, but you're going to survive the bear. We're practically through it already, and you're showing signs of strength or whatever. So that question's gotten easier. Now it's just a matter of degree at this point, right? Like, which one's better? Which one's going to do better to some extent? I think the last thing I want to do on this whole fun 2024 year-in preview / 2023 year-in review portion of the stream before I get to watching some Hunterinos, and we'll do a little Hunterino in preview. We got tonight a hunt from KJETLS, which I don't actually know how to pronounce at all. It's like Kajetels or Yettles or Hietels. I could see it doing so many different things that I don't know. Sergeant, and then Crypto Tro with a submission recommendation from Mythic Squad for tips. So I got those three hunts lined up for the evening. But before we go to that, I recently submitted a castle application to be included in the DFK castle. Oh my God. Thank you, Mellow Green Giant, for the pending confirmation on 69 bloaters to one skilled at spreading the good word. I appreciate those kind words. Get another bloater head Vizzy up. I need very little convincing, KP. I did just transfer all of my soul to Jewel using CoinStore. So I could do that. Screw it. Let's do that right now instead of the thing I was going to show you while I'm talking about it. Bada bang. Yeah, I submitted a castle application recently, and it only 72 Jewel? Mellow. It did not have the landing video that I wanted people to actually see in the castle. And I finally got that made this past weekend. And I'm pretty happy about it, actually. Like, I didn't expect to be so pleased with how it turned out. But just to kind of spread the good word, there you go, KP. Purchased, offering number 6. I got 6 more bloater head Vizzies. How about that, buddy? How about that? Oh, thank you, Digital Sleep Aid, for that call out. The font on the pin chant responses. So it's just a running of the chat. Like, I think the chat just runs. But I could make it bigger. We'll see how that goes. Get another bloater head Vizzy. Thank you again. Wow, 10 Jewel. Appreciate it. You just gave me what I needed. Holy shit, I didn't even really connect the dots there, if I'm honest with you, on the fact that you gave me what I needed to get it. And then I go and bought 6. Where was I? Oh yeah, I want to show you this video because I'm proud of it. That's where I was. Hello, and welcome to Sticks Intern's Castle video for DeFi Kingdoms players. The only way to find this video is by clicking on the link in the castle, and that's how I know you, viewer, are here from DeFi Kingdoms, and here wondering what I can give to you. Well, let me tell you, I produce a lot of content for DeFi Kingdoms, primarily focusing on tactics and strategy for in-game combat. And as of now, at the time of making this video, that primarily means the PvE void hunts, but that will expand to include all other forms of PvE and PvP as the game continues to mature. I'm looking forward to getting to know you, and if you're looking forward to getting to know some more of my content, you should check out the rest of my YouTube channel, where I do a weekly live stream called Office Hours with Stix Intern, and I cover current events in the DeFi Kingdom's social life, social sphere, the community writ large, and I also cover what I mentioned before, the tactics and strategy around boar hunts. And if you want to dive deeper, you can check me out on X, formerly known as Twitter, at StixIntern. That's STYCKSINTERN. And there you'll see I post a ton of memes. I repost everything going on in the DeFi Kingdoms community. And most importantly, I do short, brief videos on DeFi Kingdom strategy that you can find in my highlights of my Twitter page profile. Twitter profile page, whatever it's called. So yeah, that's me. That's Stix Intern. Come check it out if you want. And I guarantee that if you like DeFi Kingdoms and you like having a good time, you're gonna like my content. Thanks, Mellow Green. Appreciate it. At least now it's just a one-click fix. Bada bing. You guys rule. You guys rule. Yeah, so I'm abusing my Stream Deck here that I got for Christmas. So I've muted it during the video so that you wouldn't hear my breathing. Just, yeah, naturally I forgot. We'll get better. I think I need to change the color of that one. This thing's fun to use though. So anyway, what I was saying was I had been avoiding buying this app that was expensive. The license was expensive for it. I noticed I don't own the app. I only own a license to use it. Because like the demo version was giving me everything I thought I needed. And it really was at the time. But I started being like, I want to use that button. I want to use that button. I do like this app. So I ended up coughing up for it. And it was just an instant level up on my content production, if I'm being totally honest. Really happy with that, and that music is like the stock music that they have, and it's just so dramatic, right? Love it. I love being dramatic unnecessarily. So yeah. Thank you for watching that castle video. And now I took that time to email myself the hunt links that we are going to be watching this evening. And so let me I closed out a chat on accident. Oops. There we go. I'm back in chat. We're good on that. Okay. Let me get this going here. Let's just do this and then refresh page. This one's from this one is from Kitel's, but it appears to be broken because it's just showing me the last move. Share replay. That was weird. Spoiler alert. Okay, we appear to be at the beginning. Nope. I have no idea what's going on here. What in the shit? I honestly don't know what's going on with that. I don't, as you know, I don't open them before stream. Let's cut this part. Refreshing usually fixes it. I just had to cut that part of the link out. Anyway, we're here now. All right. So we got a double Archer Warrior setup. Not a bad one, if I do say so myself. Busting out damage onto that front boar. Warrior's first turn is coming up. What's he do with it? Takes it and uses it, forcing out that first nuzzle immediately. Now, what's he do with this position? Probably going to use rapid shot on both archers. There he does. Gets a big crit on the middle bore. Would have probably liked to see more damage on the front bore, especially with an early wild charge coming out, but quickly negated by a triple arrow on the back bore, critting for 374. Look at Mama's health drop down to 741 after the second round. Pretty good, especially for, not a Karaket bombardment comp. So now he is focusing his efforts back onto that front bore with the multi-shot. Oh no, but he's spreading the damage, so he's going to get another nuzzle from the front bore. Trying to draw out that second nuzzle, I think this could indicate a commitment to... maybe not. I don't know. Feels like maybe something I would do if I were trying to wipe out the big bore first with a pair of rapid shots followed by repeating shots. But let's see what he does here. Yes, again to the rapid shot because that taunt was thankfully resisted. And another again. So the real question comes down to whether he uses repeating shot. First bore getting dangerously low with Mama still up and not taunted. Do we see a taunt come out here? By the way, look at that excellent warrior outfit. He's wearing the Vizzy. He's got the Styx-Intern bloater head. I mean, the bloater head. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. Repeating shots comes out on the middle bore. Trying to get that one shot right there during the wild charge windup, but doesn't quite get it. Probably a miss in the middle somewhere. Big wild charge stun coming out on the warrior, it said, but it didn't look like he had a stun turn. So that throws me off. I would have to read the logs. And the second archer's repeating shots comes out on the Mama bore. Very interesting decision there. I probably would have just multi-shotted down. Oh, I see why you did it now. That's awesome. Busting the whirlwind out to finish off both front and middle bore simultaneously and slowing Mama bore while she was exhausted to get an extra turn in with that archer for that poke. Wow, that was fun to see because I did not see that coming at all. Really fun use of whirlwind there with them all kind of queued up for a good one shot. I really enjoyed that. That was fun to watch. Shout out to... I recognize you on Twitter, but I'm sorry, I can't say your name out loud. K. Jatels. I'm just going to call you my whirlwind hero. Shout out to my whirlwind hero. That was a good one. 420 bloaters from the unnamed person. Thank you. Intern is a crown. I know what you actually meant, but I'm being obnoxious. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. That is awesome of you. Now we are going to, and once again, shout out to Two Noobs with the project, donate live with the 3. It works really well, as you can see. And yeah, it works well in Boar Hunt screen and in my main screen. I got it set up just pop in that corner there. It is a little smaller on the Boar Hunt screen because I wanted to take more view for the hunt. But when it's just me, I mean, like I was tempted to just have it take up the whole screen, right? Why not? But it does last a little bit, so I don't know. Maybe seeing my mouth helps some people understand. Maybe. I don't know. But now we got one from Sergeant Filthy McNasty, who has not sent me one yet. I'm really excited to see it. And he's going archer with a priest up front to tank. Oh, no. That was one of the archers was up front. It looks like she got pushed back, and that was just a UI interface bug there. Okay, so now his priest is in the front, I should say. And he just busted out a shitload of damage onto that middle bore. Holy wowza. I'm refreshing this one because I want to, that intro threw me off and I didn't see the first damage that went onto the wild boar or the middle boar. All right. Yeah, so he pushes the archer back because otherwise he couldn't have hit the archer. 295 crit onto the middle board with the first, opens with rapid shot. This is a fun strategy. I haven't seen this yet. And another rapid shot again. And they happen to both just wreck the middle boar's health. He almost one-shot him. It was dangerously close to getting a rampage after that first turn, which is kind of funny to say, considering he's using just rapid shot there. Nuzzle predictably comes out. Priest is just keeping everyone a little healthy with her turn. And we see Sarge going rapid shot again. This one does spread the damage to the front and the middle boar. And graciously, Mama Boar decides to charge up. We probably see Sarge use a heal here on his priest, who is extremely low health, 260. Might be, she's in range of death to a wild charge, just like not even non-crit, like a normal hit. So that's dangerous, playing with Maggie's Eagle Keeper. But she dodges. Look at that. What a legend. Keeping that front line strong so that these archers can keep just pumping Rapid Shot out. Because Sergeant loves Rapid Shot. Look at that damage on the front boar. And Mama Boar is currently exhausted. He's got 2 more turns. And we see Rapid Shot come out again. Boom. Oh, no. Just that time, he just used a basic attack, it looked like. There we get a Rapid Shot. Oh, yeah. That one was the exhaust basic attack, I think. I forgot. Oh! Does get the kill. Feel like he got a daze that just wasn't represented there because I felt like Mama Boar jumped down, but I didn't see it on the debuff bar. But yeah, wow, very impressive, Sergeant. This strategy is just simple, effective, not much to commentate. I'm impressed that your priest survived that wild charge. That was kind of a blessed moment for you. Oh, okay, this archer has piercing shot. She's below level. This is what happened with it. Okay, I see what you're doing. You're doing one of my gimmicky tricks here, Sergeant. Let me check out these heroes' levels. I got a feeling that priest might be higher. Level 7, lower. Wow, very impressive dodge by the priest. And then this archer is 8. And what have we got here for Nilo? 15 and legendary. So that explains a lot of it. Look at this guy. Wonder why you're going Shroud without going a single channeled ability, though, Sarge. I love you, but you never gain any benefit from that because you're never channeling. So like, go pick the critical strike one or the pierce, and this strategy, which is already good, would be even better. What do we got here? Yeah, I like piercing shot with a lower leveled archer because it's just like you're almost guaranteed at least one miss if you go multi-shot. And so this way it's either you get a good chunk of damage or you don't. You don't get that little halfway stuff, which is not great reasoning. It just feels good. It's a total feeling based reasoning that why I like that on the low leveled archers. Good setup for your priest. And I see what you're doing. You use Holy Circle at before the wild charge so that everyone's topped up, and then your priest is like sacrificed to the wild charge. Makes sense. I follow the reasoning there. And with 7, 8, and 15, this is an average level 10. Love to see it, Sergeant. Excellent use of what I was doing with my shapeshifter, but here with this really beefy archer, say their names, Nilo Drift Dancer. Very impressive. Yeah, you just got to ditch that shroud, though, buddy. So that's not doing anything for you. Or pick up a channeled ability. But either way, shroud is not doing anything for you right now. At this moment. So yeah, there's that one. And our third submission tonight, which wasn't really a submission, it was Crypto Tro asking for help on X with the boar hunts, and Mythic Squad tagged me after he posted a replay, and I was like, hey, I'm doing the show tonight. I will just review it live, do it live, and take a clip of it and post it on X for Tro. So that is what I'm doing with this one here now. All right. What is Crypto Tro lined up with? Ulzufarum Taluguar, Damn It Be Aethera, and Philadia Gold Sky. All right, so we got a 12 warrior, 11 archer, and 11 priest. Health stats 440, 481, 678. So decent, but not great. Let's refresh, see what the opening is. All right. I think the Warriors in front, it's just showing how they end up at the end. Yep. Crit 101. Warriors, unfortunate with that crit. Damn It Be is opening up with, the piercing arrow, using that level 1, using the right side build here with this archer. Let's see what your luck stat is like. 18, not bad, but also not great. Dex is kind of low anyway, so I actually follow. I don't hate using that right side build with it. Some people do it when they got really low luck, and it's just a bad choice because you're even if you get your hits, it's not doing what you want if you have low luck, because the amount of luck plays into that side of the build for the archer. Does draw out the nuzzle on the front bore first. This is good. Miss. That's a really unfortunate miss right there. Like, that is just unfortunate, Tro. Seeing that miss right there. Holy Circle, you probably didn't need to use Holy Circle there. That was a heavy amount of mana for not huge benefit. And so if you're thinking, because you probably overcapped on 2 of your heroes there. I generally like what you're doing, though, here, Tro. Everything you're doing makes sense. It looks like you're focusing this front board, trying to get it down during the wild charge. It would probably be pretty close to dead already, and if definitely would be dead now if you hadn't had that unfortunate miss. So that's just, a stat issue. Bad wild charge there. Wow. Hitting for over 300 raw damage on the priest and the archer and critting the warrior. So that... It's hard to win a game when you get a hit like that on wild charge, just because, like I was saying, your Holy Circle was probably wasted. But if that's happening to you a lot, I see why you did it. You feel like your people need to be fully capped up to even be able to take a wild charge. And I feel like when I'm playing, I normally am willing to take one wild charge, and it becomes an issue if I get multiple heroes stunned or dazed, because then I don't have the turn advantage over the Mama Borb that I need to really capitalize on the wild charge and exhaust window. So in a sense, that's just unfortunate. Let's check out their endurance. 24, not bad on the priest. 14 on the archer, pretty average. I feel like your stats aren't terrible either. Honestly, this comp looks winnable. I would maybe try mixing it up. You have low strength on the archer. And piercing shot, I thought, does a bonus based off of strength. And one small stone, I know, does one based off of luck. Here, let's just go ahead and check that out ourselves. With Kenzie here, actually, let's manage Kenzie's equipment, because we just got new bloater masks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kenzie. Good. This has been a good aside. Right here. Let's get this audio going. There we go. And continue. Yes, I put her down there earlier. Ooh, shout out to Skiller the Killer, giving me 187 bloaters to the Bloater King. I appreciate you, Skiller, very, very much. I am sad you aren't on X anymore, but I look forward to chatting with you in Discord even more. And yes, one day, please come through to my place. Just don't look in my kitchen. I feel like you might actually murder me for how poorly organized it is. Oh, and I'm now catching up on the chat here. Refreshing usually fixes it. Thanks, Rabito. You're the man. Forgot to insert my name. So that was earlier one was you. Had to try to. Oh, okay. Respect. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a beta product, so to the extent it's a little confusing. I mean, understandable. I know you all can see this screen. I'm sorry, it's kind of annoying. But 420 bloaters are pricey right now. No, I know. Like, I can't believe that. That's what I was talking about earlier with this whole meme coin status, man. Yeah, I need to get Trell on the winning team. Winston Jazz Hands helped him out. Honestly, I don't think there's much direct improvement needed there. That was a couple of unfortunate occurrences. Like that kind of a game is why I started going double damage or triple damage, is because it's like it comes down to whether wild charge kills me in a lot of sense with some of my teams, right? Because they got low health or whatever. And having the priest doesn't really prevent that from happening in a lot of cases, I was noticing, but having the extra damage does allow me to capitalize on the opportunities to close that the mini boars out during the wild charge window of opportunity. And so that was a big driver for me going to the damage build. But good. I'm glad to hear what Beeve said. Shout out. Thank you. And Matty Pesk was traveling. Am late. Sorry. Funny thing about Matty Pesk is he was on vacation and he still did Bogside chats last night. What a legend. But France called him a guest. But he wasn't hosting, so he was kind of a guest. I don't know. It's a gray area. It's a gray area for sure. But anywho, let's get my screen back up here and look at what I was trying to look at before. So yeah, this is dex. Okay, that first one's dex, not strength. That's the marksmanship, that's strength. Okay. And then luck and luck. Right. Okay. So yeah, his luck was actually decent for a level 12 archer common. 18 is like, I still would probably go the multi-shot rapid shot personally, but it's not like he had a super high dex either on that hero. So at some level, I think just slightly improved stats, and that becomes a much more consistent winning team, honestly. For our guy, Crypto Tro out there. Shout out. Dude has been a legend in the DFK community. And, just a staple. He's always talked about it. He's got a show that talks about other stuff, but he talks about DFK consistently. He's always positive about it, watching what the team's doing, and interested. So I've always just enjoyed his engagement and talking to him. Let's switch over to the Clayton mainnet, where I have I should have some summons waiting for me, because I saw them pop up in my bot earlier. There they are. Shout out to DFK Helper. That has been another blessing this year. Has been DFK Helper has helped me out so much by taking the stress of managing the questing, even just that alone, off my hands, and then enabling these auto summons with my Gen Zeros has been a real efficiency saver. And I'm now starting to finally use it on other heroes that I'm trying to summon down their summoning pairs. And so 2 of these are Gen Zero summons, 2 of them are not. They're just 9 and 9, I think, at this point, summons. I don't know which one's which, but we're going to open them all together and see what it is. This is going to be the cherry on top of the 2024 year in preview stream, Aruni. Oh, yeah, we got a monk. All right, so this is a 10 of 10 Monk common, Dornick, Ice Bash, good name, pure goldsmithing. Double cleanse, duelist, and foresight. What are your, not one of my best summons, but that's okay. See, so like with the floor the way they are now, Dornick here is probably just going to go into my summoning set of 10 of 10s, because 10 of 10 prices are pretty low right now. Oh my God, it did 2 of them. Oh my God, I had more summons than I even realized. Holy shiza. Okay. Guys, we're doing a lot more summons than I realized. See, this is the power of the bot. Or the AI, excuse me. I'm sorry, Zellies. This is the power of the AI. Right here. Look at it. Oh, Pirate. We got a Pirate Legionnaire. So I think this one was a strange result. Double blinding wins. I suspect this dude is an odd recessive pull for the main class. Oh, no, it's not. This is one of my 10 of 10s. Okay, now down to 8 of 8. Got it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who his parents are, but he's got double blinding wins. I don't know if that's even good. Wowee. Is double blinding wins good? Put that in the AMA voiceless chat. See what sticks. How have I never thought of that one before? I just throw ideas at the wall and see what sticks. I love sticks metaphors. I gotta work that one into every episode. Jesus, I'm so rookie. Another common here. 8 of 8. We don't really expect anything but commons. This one did get a daze. Nice. So my first summon from this pair, I'm pretty confident, was a paladin mutation, because it's a knight and a warrior, and it had double daze. I was like, wow, very first one hits all the mutations. I'm pleased this one at least got one of them. On Steel Claw stream, you are making me pleased tonight. Let's see what's next. Let us see what is next. Here we go. Trade room, you haven't set it up yet. My guy, I'm willing to help however I can. It's a pretty fun little feature. Adds some fun to the stream. Little surprise. And thank you to Skiller and anyone else. KP, I know, and anyone else who's donated. Appreciate all of you. My memory is failing me right now. I got another monk. Hey. Heoconstant Colbator. Gardener. Nah. I did set up foragers and fishers on purpose. So seeing a gardener is like, not bad, just disappointing compared to expectations. Let's see what's next, though. One of these at least should be a Gen Zero. I'm surprised that like their timer was already done again. Like, wow. Thank you, DFKH. I cannot sing your praises enough. And shout out to Bogside Chats. They've done a good job this year. I really appreciate their content this year. Um, it's just some of the best in the community, the trio of opinions that they have kind of debating. I saw Maddie in the chat. Wanted to shout that out. Really enjoy their content. Boom! Another day is out of this pair. These guys like days. Maybe it's a pass-through, and I'm just forgetting that. But a rare is good, and a pure enchanter. I don't know if warrior is any good at enchanting. I would think not. Just, I'm guessing. I would speculate not. But we will see. And this is the last one that Zellies has prepped for me. Set it up, trade room from Sarge. Look at that, donating 0.69 Jewel to the Sticks Intern summoning account. Wowie! Say what, Maddie Pesk? I was saying nice things. I'm sorry. If I blew it, I'm sorry, Maddie. Poison Blade. This one was a Gen 0 summon. The Scholar Legionnaire pair. Like, this one honestly belongs on the floor. Because there's just a glut of Scholars and Legionnaires in the system at the moment. But that's just the way I'm thinking about it. Shout out Mellow Green Giant. I'm reading your message here in the chat. After the recent Crystal Emissions announcement for a new Master Gardener contract, I'm curious if this will enable double the amount of gardening questors on the same wallet if the old contract and quest remains active. Oh, interesting. I hadn't thought of that, Mellow Green. I think that's a solid point to raise, honestly. Yeah, I don't even want to speculate as to the answer to that one. I'm intrigued by it. I wonder if that's something the team would want to allow, Because that's my first reaction, is just like it for further thought. But I think the question is good. Like, is if it's available to do, people are going to do it. That's a fact. So I'm actually very intrigued. Very interesting question from Mellow Green. And Sergeant, the blockchain has confirmed that Trade Room should indeed set up the Donate Live widget because 0.69 Joule says so. And who's going to argue with 0.69 Joule? Right? Are you? I'm not. I can't do it. I can't do it with a straight face. That's what I got. You guys want to see something cool, right? Oh no, I closed my window. I closed it. Boom, we're open right to DFK, baby. Yeah, I got it hotkeyed. It's lagging because I got to change the Brave settings so it doesn't reopen every window I had open and just opens my new DFK window. But that's why I am, working through the kinks. I do appreciate you all being here with me. Mellow Green Giant following up says, we shall see. Seems like the limit's going to be related and relaxed in general with expeditions anyway. Could be true. I actually think that's probably a good point as well. The expeditions may accomplish that in some respect by having more variety of gardening options open. I don't know. I can't foresee. KP, blink once in the chat if Mellow Green Giant is correct about the more gardeners being able to be used on one wallet. Blink twice if he's half correct, and blink 3 if you're under duress. I like it. Good questioning though. Good questions there. That is the content that I had prepared for you all this evening. However, I will note that I haven't done my boar hunts yet. And I think I'm going to do some. I told the bot to stop running on Crystal Vale a few hours ago. Whether Google sent the bot my update is another question, because the helper AI always is really good. It's just when sorry about the typing. Fucking A. Am I just blowing it here on my password? Sorry about the swearing. Not really about that. There we go. This is why you write down your passwords in hackable locations so that you can remember them yourself. Don't actually do that. That's not advice of any kind. That's a joke. A mean-spirited joke, in fact. Anywho, So yeah, I'm gonna do some boar hunts. Chat, you're welcome to. Oh shoot! Someone shoot Trade Room a link. I got you. I can pull that up in here to donate live, which is a tool from Two Noobs, and it's quite good. Like it works very well. I'll let you know how it goes on Withdraw next time. I just sent a link into the chat Trade Room. I hope you can click it, because on my end it does not appear clickable. But I hope you can. And yeah, let's see if I have any hunters available. Let's check that out. Oh, I gotta switch this chat box too. This chat box too small. No, I'm not moving that. I'm moving this. There we go. Thank you all for working through the kinks with me on these things. All right. So we got Kenzie. We got to throw her in the mix. She's level 15, though. We got Peliffier, Grizzless. I think 214s goes well with the 17. Or 212s, excuse me. That was a misspeak. 212s. But I don't particularly love Damn It Be Shade Gloom here, because that health is only 540. So I could go 15, 13, 11 comp. Do I have any 13 knights? I do. I like Peliffi Grizzless. He's just a little slow. But yeah, we'll put him in the front and then pick out an 11 warrior for the middle. Wiley, I don't love Wiley. He lets me down, even though his stats are good. Like, not good, but they're not as bad as some of the heroes I play with. And Wiley lets me down more often than he should, really. Okay. Let's start this one up. So yeah, I'm doing that archer build with the twin arrows. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Sometimes I use it and then I lose and then I don't use it on my next game and I win. And I don't know if that correlation implies some sort of causation. But it's certainly worth considering. Kenzie's not as fast as Aratrix, which is the one that I use where he like almost always gets... See, her second turn is not before the boar's second turn, even though her first turn is, which makes it feel weird. Because it's like I can start charging now. They don't go through that first round of headbutts because the patch notes program them not to. But then they get to their second turn before she does. So, because she's a slow one, Mr. Grinch, she is what? What's your... 22 Agi. Like, why are you so much slower than these people? I don't know. But because of that, I'm not going to do my channeled openers, even though she's built for it. Christian Peter says the things I was asking him are above his pay grade. I think that is blinking 3 times for coercion, or under duress, is what that translates into. We love you, KP. Sending you positive energy so that, no one who's there... Bolon does not hurt you for revealing anything, right? So I'm sending positive energy for that outcome. Bolon is the self-described alpha police. Good miss there. Thank you, Mama Boar. Love you. I've been using Daze on my Knight's first turn, even when I lose out on the Nuzzle on the first round, because it does help a lot when the headbutts start coming out. You see that CC and the Daze in the early game on your heroes is very impactful on whether you can capitalize on that first wild charge window of opportunity. So I have switched it up in that sense. It does kind of put me in an awkward situation sometimes, though, like this, where like if I get a really lucky crit, I could kill this guy and he's my taunt hero, which I don't love, but he almost never hits top range with this ability. At case in point, didn't even hit bottom range right there. So I'm glad that I still did it. But now I really, it's 137 raw damage, 132 health. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. I can't be doing that. That's just asking to eat a rampage immediately. But he misses the basic attack. What a lame Peliffi is. Polyphy is quite a lame. All right, so Nuzzle, both headbutts are still up. I don't feel safe just dropping a dead A. I'm going to use multi-shot on the middle boar. Whapa. Crit, 159, nice. We get a charge up now. Coming in. And 460 health on my knight should be enough to face tank a wild charge unless it's a crit. So I'm probably going to end up just doing damage with him. Because it doesn't look like my warrior is going to one-shot him, I must ask myself if I should set up for that bleed combo. 76 on your basic attack, 68. Oh, I am going to want to use this ability, which also couldn't one-shot it. So yeah, let's go ahead and basic attack with the warrior. Gets 63 damage in, so it's got 69 HP remaining. Nice. That's nice. And then let's get this daze out there, mostly because we want the daze resist. Oh, fuck. That miss is unfortunate, though. Very, very unfortunate for me. Big hits on my knight and warrior, dazing both of them. Now, here's the risky maneuver. Do I go for this combo rapid shot and hope it hits the front boar? Or do I secure the guaranteed kill on the front boar with my multi-shot? The fighter, the gambler in me wants to go with the rapid shot because look, guy, you're just leaving damage on the table. If you don't do it, your chances are good of hitting that front boar. But at the same time, I feel like the downside risk is also there. So I just get that kill, reducing the number of hits my warrior has to take. And then I am now able to drop the rapid shot, getting the daze on Mama Boar, extending the turns out to give these two guys time to get some damage in. Honestly, I don't even think I'm going to try to use a health potion immediately. If one of them dies, he dies. I don't like that miss. Like I said, Wily lets me down an inordinate amount of time. Like, it makes no sense. He's just a letdown of a hero, frankly. 24. He's not going to die on this turn. Yeah, I want to use this. And then hopefully my knight can kill him. No, it's too much damage. It's not going to work out that way. Ooh. I have many turns left before Mama Boar. I think I keep my warrior alive here. I don't need to be in a hurry to get this kill. Oh, it doesn't even matter. That's nice. Very nice when they do that. Kenzie's out of mana officially. At official out of mana. She's only got 110. Pretty low for a level 15, not going to lie. Feels restricting, but I also play a mana heavy playstyle. My goodness. Words. Tongue. Stop doing that. Anyway. And we should, hopefully, 85% chance we get the kill here. We, of course, do not hit that 85% chance. No days on Kenzie, though, so she is getting cleanup crew with her 100% hit chance. And now we're off to the races on the Mama Boar. Of course, Kenzie gets the cleanup. She's dressed in the karate combat gi. She's dressed in the bloater head hat. She is ready for battle with an outfit like that. And yes, I rhymed that intentionally. Might have to use a potion here. I'm my warrior at some point in an abundance of caution. But not this day. There may become a day when the warrior uses a health pot, but not this day. The knight too. I think we're just going full bore on the damage. Warrior dies here, unless I heal him. Still a good chance that he dies to a crit right here. Get taunted. Nice. Wow. That is so nice. Now let's just use Gladiator Strike. We only got 320 health left. Oh, Mr. Whiffer. Why are you doing that to me? He might be pit worthy. I'm not even going to lie. He might be pit worthy. Like, Wily is so like, every time I use him, it's noticeable enough that I remember Wily's name. I don't remember all of their names, but I see Wily Rapid Basher, and I'm like, oh, you again. Well, you're the only one that fits in this comp, so YOLO. But we got the win. I blame Kenzie with her excellent outfit. As Christian Peter mentions here, love the karate gi with the bloater head. Maddie Pass says consistency is key. And that is what the main message is going into 2024. Consistency is key. And you're going to get a lot more consistent Sticks Intern content. For those of you who maybe weren't here earlier, I'm doing giveaways, one a month at the end of every month of the bloater full visage outfit starting in January. And yeah, I'm just, excited for a lot of things on the horizon here. Got a Void Shard. We like it. We like the Void Shards a lot because I don't know what they do, but I feel like what they've said is access to content may be in some way gated by a Void Shard. Like you have to pay it to open the door or summon the monster, right? And that makes lore sense, right? Like you have to, I summon thee by the power of Saffrodox, who may or may not have contributed to Sticks Intern and Turning the World. I summon thee using this Void Shard of thy body. And I think maybe that's a way they're going to go with it. But can we just check out this thumbnail here on Kenzie? Look at that. The gi and the bloater looking fine and fresh. And with that, I think, ladies, gentlemen, bloaters extraordinaire, all of you, I appreciate your support this year. I appreciate you giving me a reason to keep doing it and showing up and having fun. That's the most important part, having some fun. And looking forward to having fun with you this next year and doing a lot of, just pushing new boundaries on personal content creation and, push new boundaries with the way we're doing things in crypto, trying new fun apps out, and seeing the whole Web3 gaming narrative finally catch some wind under its sails. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing all of your content and the ways you all level up this year. Shout out to my boys in the Mythic Squad with their Thursday stream. Shout out to the Jewelers with their Saturday streams. Shout out to Trade Room with the Saturday Macro Saturdays. Shout out to Christian Peter every Monday and many other days of the week, just ripping it up with other various people in the community. Shout out to Crypto Grady doing the Influencer Fight Club. Shout out to Dreamer also doing the Influencer Fight Club, and Crypto Crow and many others who I had the pleasure of speaking with in the spaces yesterday. Shout out to the Bogside Chats crew, Maddie, Franz, and Guy Kid. Shout out to the Bogside Chats crew, Maddie for Franz and Guy Kid. And shout out to ADFK with everything they're doing is so impressive. I gotta say, those guys blow me away. And the fact that they did an airdrop recently to their guild was really cool to see pictures of. It's like, oh, wow, glimmerings of the future. Love to see that so much. Shout out to the community's favorite show host, Sergeant Filthy McNasty himself, who, along with Christian Peter, played a role in, getting me into this whole gig, so blame Sarge. I mean, he's the one who even gave me the idea for the stream deck, right? Like, look I could just cover myself up. Ha ha ha. That is so fun. Wow. Anywho, shout out to Crypto Tro, who's been making content. Shout out to Zan, who's got a great set of tutorial videos up for Zan's Mud Army ZMA. They got a really good welcoming Discord there as well with a bunch of really nice dudes. Shout out to the Eternal Zenith crew, from everyone from Karaket topping the leaderboards to Brovia topping out those several hour-long streams. That's been really cool to see. Shout out to Workhorse, who has really just put a face to a lot of the game design on X and made himself really available for interviews, and Hubert as well, showing up for ADFK. That content is not to be skipped out on. If you haven't watched the ADFK interview with Hubert, I mean, the guy had loose lips. You got to go watch it. It was great. Who else? Who am I missing, everyone? I think I got almost everyone. So, yeah. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. It's not because I don't like you. There's so many. Oh, and finally, shout out once again to 2noobs.donate.live for the awesome stream donation tool. I really got to figure out how to pin a message in chat, but I think that sounds easy enough to figure out for next time I stream. So looking forward to making that happen. And thank you to all who donated tonight and used the tool. I appreciate you all beta testing it with us. And so, yeah, on that note, I'm done throwing content ideas at the wall and seeing what sticks for tonight. Thank you all for sticking around with me. Thank you all for sticking out with me tonight and sticking around to the end. And viewers watching later on YouTube, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the show. I appreciate your thoughts as well, and I appreciate you sticking around to the end just as much as I appreciate the live viewers. And I hope a lot of you stick around and see what we build next year. And with that, I think, the only way I could really close this stream, since I don't have the Mythic Squad ad set up yet on this thing, is I have to show the Vizzies ad again, right? That just makes... Okay, today's episode is not a tutorial video. Today we're answering the question, what are Vizzies? As you can see, my 3 heroes are dressed up in fine bloater suits, and they all have a bloater head reminiscent of Styx Intern's own style. And so those are Vizzies, available in the Visage shop. They can be gifted or traded soon. And there are several types of Vizzies. There are partner Vizzies, like this Karate Gi here from Karate Combat. There are premium Vizzies, like the bloater mask and bloater suit, which are sold together in a bundle or separately at your pleasure. And in the future, there are going to be creator Vizzies, which are done in partnership with content creators of various kinds, bringing their IP into the game itself. Now, take note, Vizzies are available only for a limited time, and team doesn't intend to bring them back for resale at any point in the future, so really interesting little mechanic item here, a cosmetic item, I should say, and really looking forward to using it. I know I have many of the bloater heads, and I'll let you all know here a little bit of alpha. I'm going to be giving away 1 bloater suit per month, every month during my last stream of the month for the next 2 years. So starting January 2024 and ending December 2025. And look at that. They even look good when you kill them. Little sushi and sashimi right there on the floor. That's what our bloater has become. My goodness. My goodness. So yeah, those are Vizzies. And maybe one day you'll see a Styx Intern Vizzy hit the Visage shop.